stop everything. You think you know your body, but we're about to expose 12 scientific secrets about erections that are so surprising, they will fundamentally change how you think about men's health forever. Get ready, because some of these facts will make you raise an eyebrow, some will make you want to call a friend, and at least one, wait for number 9, will make you say, there is no way that is true. I'm Dr. Sabrina, a urology and men's health expert, and we're cutting through the myths to deliver the straightforward, science-backed truth you need to understand your anatomy and protect your function. This is essential, non-negotiable knowledge for anyone interested in male performance, vascular health, and sexual longevity. Fact number 1. Erections start before birth, the fetal circuit test. Let's rewind to the very beginning, before the first breath. Babies can be born with erections. This isn't just an occasional occurrence. In one eye-opening study that followed male fetuses around 36 to 39 weeks of gestation, ultrasound measurements captured multiple episodes where the penis was clearly erect, lasting anywhere from 5 to a surprising 17 minutes. The exact trigger is still being studied, but the consensus is that it's a critical part of the developing nervous system testing its circuits and practicing essential reflexes. This phenomenon isn't sexual in the adult sense. It is the body's wiring process, a rehearsal of reflexes long before the child is even born. Intriguingly, female fetuses also exhibit clitoral erections in the womb, and some scans have even captured male fetuses performing movements that resemble early self-stimulation. This reinforces that the capacity for vascular engorgement and nerve response is a foundational biological reflex. Fact number 2. Your penis is not a muscle, the spongy tissue lie. You hear this myth constantly in locker rooms, the idea that the penis is a muscle you can pump up like a biceps. It is not a muscle. The penis is primarily constructed of 3 specialized cylinders of spongy tissue, the paired corpora cavernosa on top and the corpus spongiosum underneath. An erection is purely a hydraulic event. During arousal, blood rapidly fills the vascular spaces within that spongy tissue, and specialized smooth muscles briefly constrict the veins, trapping the blood inside. This rapid engorgement and temporary outflow restriction is what creates the definitive firmness and length. While you can train the pelvic floor muscles, like the ischiocavernosus and bulbospongiosus, that powerfully support erection rigidity and ejaculation, you absolutely cannot lift weights with the penis itself because it lacks the necessary skeletal muscle structure. This understanding is key to erectile dysfunction treatment. It's a plumbing problem, not a weightlifting problem. Fact number 3. The secret nightly workout, Nocturnal Penile Tumescence. Erections do not require you to be awake, aroused, or even thinking about sex. Men of all ages experience Nocturnal Penile Tumescence, NPT, commonly referred to as morning erections. These are completely involuntary erections that occur consistently during the phases of rapid eye movement, REM, sleep. A healthy adult male typically experiences 3 to 5 of these episodes every single night. They are not random. They are believed to be a vital biological function that helps maintain the health and elasticity of the erectile tissue by ensuring regular, high-volume, oxygen-rich blood flow even while you sleep. Morning erections are essentially a nightly barometer for your vascular health. If you suddenly stop having reliable NPT and nothing else in your lifestyle has changed, this is a powerful, nonverbal signal that you must talk to a clinician about potential underlying issues with circulation, hormones, sleep apnea, or side effects from medications. Fact number 4. We traded spines for bigger brains, the evolutionary secret. Now for a genuinely fascinating evolutionary oddity from the animal kingdom. Early human ancestors and many living mammals, including chimpanzees and some monkeys, have small spines on the penis. These are not porcupine spikes, but rather tiny, pointed projections on the surface that create a textured feel. Scientists theorize these penile spines may serve 2 primary functions, helping to displace competing semen in species with many mating partners and potentially increasing sensitivity to allow for faster ejaculation. Here's the kicker. Humans lost the genetic switch that creates these spines. The gene region associated with penile spines and whiskers in other mammals is missing in our genetic code. This loss is linked, intriguingly, to changes that supported a larger human brain and may have allowed for more intimacy, longer sexual encounters, and more complex pair bonding. In a profound sense, evolution traded spines for bigger brains, enhanced intimacy, and richer, deeper relationships. This reveals the deep, ancient link between human anatomy and our capacity for emotional connection. Fact number 5. Shoe size is a lie, predicting penile size. Let's settle one of the most persistent and unnecessary anxieties surrounding men's health. Shoe size, hand size, and height do not reliably predict erection size. The pervasive cultural myth that links these simple body metrics to penile length is entirely unsupported by science. Studies show wide natural variation in penile length within all populations, and simple body metrics like height or shoe size simply do not give accurate forecasts. Genetics clearly plays a significant role, but so do lifestyle and health factors. For instance, obesity and heavy smoking can drastically and negatively affect penile health, circulation, and perceived size. While one extensive Japanese study did find a very subtle correlation between penile length and a different, less obvious body measure, which we detail in another video, the fundamental and liberating point is simple. Do not measure your self-worth or judge anyone else by a shoebox. True confidence comes from health, not external metrics. Fact number 6. Climax without rigidity. Orgasm is separate from erection. Here is a liberating truth that is especially important for men navigating challenges with erectile dysfunction. ED, orgasm, and erection are related but fundamentally separate processes. The neurological and muscular pathways responsible for muscle contractions, pleasure perception, and climax, ejaculation, can still function perfectly well even when the penis is not fully erect. Many people achieve climax without achieving maximal rigidity. This separation means that pleasure, intimacy, and the achievement of climax remain entirely possible and valid even while a man is medically working to improve erection quality through guidance and lifestyle support. Focusing solely on the mechanical aspect of erection can detract from the crucial elements of touch, intimacy, and mutual pleasure, which are not reliant on a fully firm penis. Fact number 7. Penile fracture is real, the popping sound emergency. Now for the part that no one likes to think about, but everyone must understand. You can severely injure the penis. A penile fracture is a rare but extremely serious medical emergency that occurs during vigorous sexual activity when an erect penis is forcefully bent. This is not a bone breaking, as the penis has no bones. It is the rupture of the tunica albuginea, the tough fibrous sheath surrounding the corpora cavernosa. Certain positions, reverse cowgirl is a commonly cited example where the partner can accidentally shift the angle, can make this errant angle more likely. The classic, terrifying signs are a sudden, audible popping sound, immediate and complete loss of erection, detumescence, intense pain, severe swelling, and often difficulty or inability to urinate. Prompt medical care is absolutely essential, as surgical repair is required to ensure the best long-term outcomes for function, curvature, and avoiding permanent Peyronie's disease. Fact number 8. The grower versus shower phenomenon. Normal anatomical variance. You may have heard the casual language of growers versus showers, and this is actually a description of a real, scientific phenomenon. Showers are men whose flaccid length is fairly close to their fully erect length. They show most of their size even when resting. Growers have a modest flaccid size that increases substantially in both length and girth upon full erection. This difference is largely attributable to the elasticity of the tunica albuginea, the baseline smooth muscle tone of the erectile tissue, and individual vascular dynamics. Neither pattern is superior or inferior. They are simply different, normal presentations of healthy human anatomy. Fact number 9. Cornflakes were a libido crusher. The wild history. Here is the unbelievable piece of cultural history that crosses into the wild. John Harvey Kellogg, a physician, health reformer, and devout Seventh-day Adventist in the late 19th century, promoted an extremely bland diet with the explicit goal of reducing sexual desire. He was convinced that spicy, flavorful, and rich foods inflamed lust and saw any sexual desire outside of procreation as dangerous and sinful. He helped popularize his famous plain breakfast cereal, Corn Flakes, originally without any added sugar, hoping its lack of flavor would actively dampen libido and discourage the sin of masturbation. Kellogg also championed extreme hygiene practices, including frequent enemas, based on beliefs that have been utterly discredited by modern science. This shocking fact serves as a crucial reminder that medical culture is constantly evolving, and not every health recommendation, especially those tainted by moral judgment, deserves a place at your breakfast table. Fact number 10. Smoking is an erection killer, vascular damage. If appeals about cancer, cardiovascular disease, and lung health haven't motivated you to quit, let this be the ultimate, selfish reason. Smoking absolutely decimates the delicate blood vessels and nerves that supply the penis. The toxins in cigarette smoke cause progressive, irreversible damage to the vascular endothelium, the inner lining of the blood vessels. Over time, this damage leads to reduced elasticity in erectile tissue, promotes fibrosis and scarring, and directly causes the blood vessels to harden. This combination makes erections significantly weaker and, in severe cases, can even shorten the apparent length of the penis due to the loss of elasticity. The hopeful side is that quitting smoking, especially if you are younger and haven't developed severe vascular erectile dysfunction, can help you preserve normal function. Saving your erection quality is a powerful incentive to drop the habit today. Fact number 11. The death erection, anatomy and physics, not desire. There is an unsettling, rare phenomenon sometimes observed after death known as a death erection or, historically, angel lust. It is crucial to understand that this is not a sign of arousal or sexual activity. It is a purely anatomical and physical process most commonly associated with specific types of death, such as hanging or trauma that severely affects the central nervous system. It appears to result from a combination of blood pooling in the pelvic region when generalized muscle tone is lost, combined with specific nerve reflexes firing during the moment of death. It is a biological fluke, anatomy and physics, not desire or stimulation. Fact number 12. A big chunk is internal, the hidden base. Here is a fact that surprises many men the first time they physically explore it. A significant portion of your erection lives inside your body. The erectile tissue is not just the visible shaft. It continues backward into the pelvis, where it forms the crura, anchoring firmly to the pelvic bones and surrounded by supporting pelvic floor muscles. If you feel the area between the scrotum and the anus, the perineum, during a strong erection, you will notice fullness or pressure because the internal erectile bodies are fully engaged. This internal base is also why weight gain over the pubic mount can make the penis look shorter from the outside. The penis did not shrink. Fat in the suprapubic region is simply covering more of the base. Addressing weight, strengthening the pelvic floor, and improving overall circulation can help the visible portion appear more like its natural, healthy baseline. The Performance Blueprint, Hacks for Vascular Power. Take this single, crucial message with you. Erections are a sophisticated symphony of blood flow, nerve signals, smooth muscle relaxation, hormones, sleep quality, emotional context, and overall vascular health. Morning erections are your early warning barometer for vascular health. Lifestyle choices, quitting smoking, managing weight, staying active, sleeping well, and strengthening the pelvic floor are genuine, scientific pillars of sexual function. Curiosity about your own anatomy is not vanity. It is the path to wisdom and control. If you're ready to take your results from good to exceptional and actively support your performance, stamina, and confidence, you need to give your body the proven biological tools it needs. For men who want a noticeable, science-backed lift in erection strength and circulation, you need to focus on nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is the essential chemical signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up. We strongly recommend an organic watermelon extract, which is naturally rich in L-Citrulline. This is not a gimmick. Citrulline is clinically shown to boost nitric oxide, facilitating the vasodilation required for a firmer, longer-lasting performance. It's a simple, natural way to feel a difference in your vascular performance within days. But for those seeking a stronger, more complete internal upgrade, one that supports not just immediate blood flow, but also crucial testosterone levels, stamina, and prostate health, the solution is a comprehensive, advanced performance formula. This powerhouse blend should combine ingredients like L-Citrulline for blood flow with proven botanicals, such as ashwagandha for stress and cortisol management, Tongkat Ali and fenugreek for natural testosterone support, and nettle root for prostate health. This combination is designed to reignite your energy, drive, and endurance from the inside out. These are the same ingredients leading urologists recommend to patients who want to restore confidence, performance, and vitality at any age. Invest in your health now, and your function will reward you for decades to come. Consult your doctor for medical advice. This video is for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional care.